Hello, my name is Morgan Sickinger. I just wanted to give you a little bit of a background on me. I originally, when I started school, I wanted to become a teacher. I wanted to teach elementary school, and I wanted to help little kids. However, I got engaged, and I had to move, and I needed to pick a major that I could do online, and so marriage and family studies, I decided, that was just the closest thing. It wasn't what I originally planned to do, but at least I was going to get my bachelor's. However, I wasn't very excited. It was a little discouraging, but once I got into my major, I just have learned to love this major, and I've grown really passionate about family and what it means to me, because family is just everything. So the first question is, what exactly is family life education? I didn't know when I started, I had no clue what it was. But family life educators, they are there to teach how to prevent problems or issues from occurring or getting worse. There's 3 levels of prevention. There's the primary, the secondary, and tertiary, which the primary is the one that I would align myself and most family life educators with, because primary is the ultimate prevention level. It's being able to inform our peers and our students of things that they should be aware of when they get into a family relationship, so that they can prevent other things from occurring. When I think of primary, I think of the warnings that the church leaders have given us. We have been told so many times about we need to be warned of this. A major one is the Family a Proclamation to the World. When that came out 20 years ago, nobody was that concerned about, gay marriage or most of the problems that the proclamation covers. However, because it was given 20 years ago, we were warned to strengthen marriage between a man and a woman, and to do these things so that we can prevent what a lot of society is now allowing to happen in their homes. So we could prevent that as Latter-day Saints. So I think that primary is not only the way that I would align myself with, but I think that's the way that the church aligns with. We're trying to prevent something from happening so it doesn't become habit forming, because we are creatures of repetition, and we form habits very easily. I also would align myself with collaborator approach, because that's the approach where you have your lesson plan, but you adapt to what your audience, their feedback, their interests. You learn to adapt to what your audience is telling you to adapt to. I think, again, the church teaches us how to do this at a very young age. We're taught how to give talks and how to give lessons. And you don't give a lesson by reading straight out of the manual word for word, but you prepare. And the way you prepare, or what you should prepare for, really is unknown, because you're going to get that question from somebody in the audience that you're going to have to answer. And as family life educators, that also will happen. We need to be able to have a good knowledge base on the topic we're teaching, so that we can learn to answer those questions and adapt to the needs of our learner, our student. because that's what they're there for. They're there to learn from us how to prevent things from happening, and how to build healthier families. Family life education is something that, like I said earlier, is something I've learned to enjoy. I haven't always known what it is. I haven't always had that much of a passion for it, but it's something that I've learned to talk about. I'm kind of a shy person. I don't like to get into heated topics, and so whenever something controversial would get brought up, I would just kind of sit in the background and listen to everybody's points of view. Then I would come home and vent, my point of view, because I just don't like contention. However, through my major and through the classes I've taken, I've been able to use the information that I've gathered and teach already in my everyday activities about building families and healthy families, and how we can ensure that our children are being raised in the best home that they can be. A real quick example is I have a coworker who is an LDS. He knows I'm LDS, so he likes to bring up those Mormon news stories. And when the church came out with the article about no children under 18 with gay parents would be allowed to be baptized, that was a big topic, and he brought it up to my attention, and not only was I able to tell him what the Mormons believe in, but then I was also able to find scholarly information and prove to him why gay parenting isn't the ideal parenting. Sure, it's better than them being in a foster home or homeless, but it's not the ideal parenting. And as family life educators, that's what we need to do. We need to be able to teach our students what the best parenting, what the best way to build and maintain a healthy family relationship is. Family is everything. Family is essential. It is the most important unit in society. And your family is what has the biggest influence on you. It's through your family that you become who you are. So, family life educators, or education in general, we strengthen that. We have the ability to do the Lord's work and to do our career, which is awesome. We can strengthen families everywhere and slowly build the kingdom of God. And that's something that I've grown to learn and love about my major, and I'm excited to be able to do that, to build and maintain healthy and happy families.